is here. Tell everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. So I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Girgir.
And Saturday's for Weddings is where we talk about weddings, we talk about marriages, just everything that happens behind those wedding bells. So today we are diving into a topic that always sparks debate, and that is arranged marriages. So what exactly is an arranged marriage, and what do you feel or what do you think about those arranged marriages? It's when families or elders actually play a major role in selecting a life partner, for someone, rather than the couple choosing each other entirely on their own. And this is a practice that has existed, for generations in many cultures and religions, often designed to ensure maybe compatibility, shared values, and even family alignment. Some people believe that arranged marriages can lead to strong, lasting relationships because families guide the process and help the couple even navigate early expectations. Others argue that personal choice and love should always come first, and that emotional connection can't be forced on paper. So let us hear from you also today. What exactly do you think about arranged marriages? Do you think arranged marriages can work, today? Because obviously they did work back then for our parents, but it's more like people look at it like it's something that should not even be happening today. Do you believe that love can actually grow with that arrange a marriage, or do you think that is something that is always going to maybe just be couple tolerating each other and that love would never actually grow? Is it still advisable today We are going to be talking about all of that. And if you are set up with an arranged marriage, like, would you accept it? Or is that what happened to you? You know, if you're already married, did you go through an arranged marriage? Or even if you're not in any of these situations, well, you can still call in and let us hear what you think about arranged marriages. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
We are talking about arranged marriages today on Saturdays are for weddings. So feel free to call in at any point in time to be part of the show. We are going to be talking about, everything about it. Whether from older generations to these generations, we want to hear your different views, how you look at it today. If you are in that generation where it was probably more like a norm or something that was widely even accepted, was even normal to do, let's use that language. And then from this generation, there are a lot of people that are actually opting from it as times have become modern. Most people are choosing differently, right? So let us hear from you today what you actually think about arranged marriages. And like I said earlier, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Felicity. And Felicity, what would you say arranged marriage is? Let's still give people the clear view so they know exactly what we're talking about.
Arranged marriage is when your a family member or your parents or relatives or elders decide to choose life partners for their children or for their family members. Let me say, your parents as a girl decide that, okay, you're going to marry my friend's son or something like that. That's what arranged marriage is, when parents set up their children to
so those two children, they don't know each other yet. It's
yes,
the
they don't know each other. Sometimes they know each other, but let me say, maybe they do not actually love each other.
They are not interested in that aspect, like to actually get married.
Yes.
So it's parents that now say, well, they discuss amongst themselves, right? The parents, they themselves, like, my daughter is she's schooled at this place and she did this, did that, and I'm thinking she's going to be eligible for your son. And the person also maybe agrees to it. Okay, my son is this, and we should set two of them up together, right?
Yes.
So is consent, from these people actually stick, every single time before they actually get. But this person is fast. Hello. Yes, good morning.
Ladies in the house, good morning.
Good morning, man in the house. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Reverend Chukwemeka from Taka.
Did you say Reverend Chukwemeka?
Yes.
All right, welcome to the show.
God bless you.
Yeah,
I want to appreciate both of you for your program is always educative and interesting.
All right, thank you so much. But what do you think about arranged marriages?
To me, I strongly believe in the scripture. Because in my church, we are pastoring. We always believe in what we call sola scriptura. The Latin word that says scripture only, as Bible only. The Bible says in Proverbs 18, verse 22, that whosoever that findeth a wife. So I think it's an ideal for anybody to find, like me. November this year is my 10th year in marriage.
Okay.
And it has been enjoyable because I did it myself.
Okay, you found your wife yourself. No one set it up for you.
I found her when I was in Polytechnic. That was 15 years ago. She was in year 2. I was in final year. We wedded.
Wow.
We wedded in the school. I want to tell you is a lesson to many people. We are like model to younger generation coming up for marriage.
Okay, all right.
Gone are those days we call it in where I'm coming from. If I was president to Benin, we call it arrange.
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 Okay. Okay, there's a nickname for arranged marriage. Oh, we lost that. But then, Felicity, you got that name, right? You have to put it down somewhere because that's how we are going to refer to it, maybe from now on. And if you have just joined us, this is Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And my name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Girgir.
And we are talking about arranged marriages. What do you think about arranged marriages? As an older person from an older generation, or even, this newer generation, tell us how you feel about it. If something that was very normal, something that was very common back then, but these days people are, becoming stubborn. Should we use stubborn? Okay, drifting away. I will not do this. People are listening less to parents, like not allowing, all those things that were done back then to actually maybe be imposed on them. Everyone is turning away from, like, I don't want to be part of that arranged marriages. People are becoming bolder, like they want to find their life partners themselves,
Yes.
and not parents just setting up. I have one of my friend's
Friends
son
or
that is in the
colleagues
UK,
or- yes.
and then I'm setting you up with him, this and that. So let us hear from you. What do you think about arranged marriages? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
Call in and be part of the show. It's Saturdays are for weddings. So Felicity, you personally, if they set up an arranged marriage for you, would you go for it? And I think Reverend Chukwemeka is calling back. Hello.
Sorry,
Yes.
I went out.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Okay, we cannot hear you.
My airtime went off. That's why it went off.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. Go on. You were saying?
I was saying that where I'm coming from, before I was posted to this place, Benue, it is called arranged marriage, and it is dangerous.
Okay.
There's a particular place, I won't mention the place, but it's in Abia State. They don't joke with that kind of a thing. They are seeing it tomorrow. They have this fear. If my daughter went and married anyhow, she'll be looting our money. Or if my son went and married anyhow, he'll be looting our money, because they want the rich to become richer and the poor become poor. If you go to that place, you will see ladies of 52 till tomorrow, 52, 55. Nobody even asked them to hand the marriage because of what? They are poor.
Okay.
So most of the arranged marriages, the cause is for fear of failure. And sometimes my daughter will go there and start suffering. Let the girl go and build her home. Let the boy go and build her home. Because marriages are not made for boys. I keep saying it. Marriages are not made for boys and girls. Marriages are made for men
And women.
You can be 20. You can be 20 and you're man enough. Then
Okay.
you can be 50 and yet you're not man enough. You're not yet to take decision. So me, I see it as fear. Sometimes it's fear. My mother is educated. My mother is this. Let her choose. Let my father choose. My father is a lawyer. I think he knows it all. So
Okay.
it is he that finds. When you find, there are some likes and dislikes you might be able to let go when it comes. But when your mom and your daddy did, I want to tell you, it is very dangerous. I was not born late 70s. I was born early 80s. So from now to then, it has not been offering well with us. Like in my family, by God's grace, we are five boys and 2 girls. We made our choice in marriage, and God has been helping us. It has been rosy. It has been rosy with us. And let me tell you the truth, we have been taking part in grooming our wives.
Okay.
The 5 boys, we groom our wives. If you have first class, if you have first degree, we give you second degree before we marry you. If
Okay.
you have none, we put you to university. These are what it takes when you do it yourself. When mommy and daddy do it, I want to tell you, sometimes the clinic be more bigger than what's supposed to be.
Okay.
So that is the fear. In the church, no pastor, no priest preaches arranged marriage. Nobody. You do the finding yourself. So I will not blame anybody, because marriage is full of ups and downs. Even if you pick the girl in fire seat, you saw the person preaching, speaking in nose or speaking in ear. Marriage is 85% physical. As in, which one will I use? 95%, then 5% spiritual.
Okay.
So they don't spiritualize marriage. Remember, it's after wedding, it's after where the marriage takes place.
Yes.
Wedding, you print card 6,600. But I used to tell my groom and my bride in the church, anytime you want to cut off the marriage, also print card and inform us. So after the wedding, you and the brother or you and the sister continue the marriage. Thank you very much, sister.
All right.
God
Thank
bless
you so
all.
much,
Thank you.
Reverend Chukwemeka, for calling in to be part of the show. Okay, what an interesting take to actually start with. He says it is dangerous, and they call it on that side arrangee marriage.
Yes.
So yeah, if you were looking for maybe a stylish name to refer to arranged marriages, well, you've got one now. And he says they don't play with things like that from over there.
Yes.
Where he has been, because they don't want an issue where you have to blame anybody, like, hey, it's because of my mom that I'm actually in this. So and it takes a man and a woman to actually go into a marriage, and you should know what you want at a certain age when you have become a man and a woman, instead of waiting, okay, mommy should arrange or daddy should arrange.
Yes.
And when something happens, you're blaming it's because I was not the one who chose myself. And but there are some people who think otherwise, and people believe that, okay, the elders or our parents are able to know more. Maybe they even know
Yes.
things like family background of that person more than the young, the couple in question, the people
yes.
themselves. Like they should be able to know more about the family background, and looking for the best families for their own children. But
Yes.
let's get other people's opinions as well, because I believe everyone is different, right?
Yes.
So let us hear what you think about arranged marriages today. How do you feel about arranged marriages? Call in and be part of the show. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
This is Saturdays are for weddings, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior. She is
Felicity Girgir.
So Felicity, we will not forget our question. If you were set up in an arranged marriage, like, would you agree or would you run away? Because that was the solution for people back then. Like, when they don't agree, they'll just run away. It's these days that people are becoming bold and they'll stand there and say no and nothing will happen.
I would say no.
You would say no?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say no.
That means you're against?
Yes. Because I think I'm not totally in support of two people who do not love each other getting married. I mean, I don't love you, you do not love me. So I don't think we'll be compatible. I don't know. Maybe I should just say compatible. I don't think we are compatible enough if we do not love each other. Maybe we'll just be in a marriage where we are just literally tolerating each other, or sometimes just giving each other silent treatment and all of those things. So I don't think I would ever go.
But don't you believe that maybe the love can even grow, later, because you might not love each other at first? Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Nathaniel, calling from Agadi.
All right, welcome to the show, Nathaniel. We're talking about arranged marriage.
Okay, the topic is very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to share my own view as well. Your second in the studio talk about he doesn't believe in arranged marriage. But when you look at the issue of arranging marriage in those days, it was actually not a bad thing. Maybe the person you fall in love with, your family member doesn't like the value or the behavior of that particular family.
Okay.
That was the reason for arranging marriage. But today people say, I want to fall in love, I want to find the person I love. Sometimes you find the person you love, but in the long run, maybe something may fall apart.
Okay.
So it depends on your own experience. It depends on how it favors you. If arranging marriage goes well for you, good and fine. If the person you love does not go well for you, it's another story for another day. But for me, if my father or my mother discover a woman for me and say, my son, I want you to marry this woman, it's good for you, I think it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
My father or my mother cannot find a bad woman and say, go and marry such a woman. I believe there is something good about that woman. But if I fall in love with a woman, get married to that woman, in the long run, marriage crashes or fall apart, would I say I did not love that woman or what?
Okay.
So those things depends on our own personal experience and how it works for us. Some people fall in love with a particular woman or a man that they love. At the long run, it doesn't work out for them. What will you say?
But would you say when it's arranged marriage, does it always work out?
That is what I'm saying. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out. But that does not mean we can completely say it doesn't work for us. You understand?
Yes.
Sometimes it works out for us, sometimes it doesn't work out. In those days, that was the criteria of choosing a woman or a man for people, right? But today, because of the global world today, things are changed. That does not mean we cannot say, look at the level of divorce. If you do your own little research, look at the level of divorce. So for me, it depends.
Okay.
If your mother or your father finds a woman for you or a man for you, it's your own duty to do or to access the person.
Okay.
Is this person actually good for me?
Okay.
That does not mean you say it's a bad, you don't agree with that arranging marriage. You can love your husband, you can love a man or a woman, but in the long run, the marriage may not still work out. What will you say?
Okay.
Okay.
So to me, it depends on the angle you are coming from. Arranging marriage sometimes it can work.
All right.
Your own choice sometimes may not work. You understand?
All
That
right.
is my own contribution.
All right. Thank you so
Thank you.
much, Nathaniel, for calling in to be part of the show. This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning we are talking about arranged marriage. What do you think about arranged marriage? What are your thoughts on arranged marriage, where it's the parents or the elders, of a community or a religion, or a family that does the marriage arrangement, and all you have to do is participate, be the husband or the wife of that marriage. You don't get to choose who you get married to. You don't get to maybe say, I like this person or I don't like this person. What you're doing to is just, being part of that arrangement. And by being part, you're taking yourself there to be either the husband or the wife. So what do you feel about arranged marriages? Would you look towards arranged marriage? And also if you're already married, was it an arranged marriage? Did it work out for you? Or what are the things that you came to learn, about arranged marriages? What would you say? Is it still advisable today? Do you feel like love can actually grow in an arranged marriage? Call in and let us hear from you. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
We are talking about arranged marriages today on Saturdays are for wedding. And we just heard from Nathaniel, who says that it depends, like any marriage can work and any marriage can fail. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yes, it's Richard Nigba from Nancy Makadi.
Welcome to the show, Richard.
Yes, thank you. You guys are on a very good show.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Go on.
Marriage it goes in plenty ways. Some marry for love, so marry for money. So arranged marriage is something. It's good. I like my own situation there. My dad, it was like a whole of him in his whole life. It was like $50,000. So I happen to have a friend. So he gave me an information about somebody that if I can have this girl, I will maybe have the same amount of money I have my dad worth throughout his life. So I said, okay, how can I do it? So he said her mom stays in US while she's at Dubai.
Okay.
I said, how is that funny? And as of then, it wasn't easy for you a young boy to have your laptop, use webcam or chat on internet with somebody from that distance.
Yes.
So okay, so let me try my best and see whether she will agree. Although she was little, I was also little. I was like 17. She was 15. So I said, okay, if it's good now, because my friend said because she came to visit one of their brother, his father's brother, at Port Harcourt. That was when they got her. So she was talking about marriage, something like that. So I said, okay, let me try my best. And I'll call her. I called her. I got her involved on Facebook. We chatted. So at the end of the day, do you know what? What happened to me was just like this. She now told me the truth is the expense is too much, sir. She just forget and the distance from Dubai to Nigeria. So I was like, I don't get bad luck.
Okay. But
so to other people, they should know that, but coincidentally, maybe some people be lucky. Just try. Everybody should just be trying. It's all about luck, yeah.
okay.
But the love aspect is the best. Because if happen she didn't talk about expensive and distance, we would have been married today.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Richard, for calling in to be part of the show. And you just had that experience, that Richard had, where he was introduced maybe to someone, but then he ended up not working, like they didn't get into the marriage at all. Maybe if they got into it, they would have had, story to share today, maybe a good one, or sometimes maybe a not very good one. Well, that depends on faith and maybe and God, actually, because he has hands in all of those. So this is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Girgir.
And we are talking about arranged marriages. And you also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
You can call in to be part of the show this morning. And Felicity is not running away from her questions. Do you feel like love cannot grow? Because when you said, okay, you would not opt for those arranged marriages, like they put you in it, you're stepping out, you're refusing, like. And you were talking about, okay, because you would rather want to love someone and then go from it like that. So do you think that, okay, in these arranged marriages now, the love cannot grow?
It can grow. If you are lucky, it can grow.
Only if you're lucky, it can grow, but only if you're lucky.
Yes, because sometimes these things do not work out. Normally, sometimes these things, sometimes even a marriage with love, will not work out. So if it's possible that the couple will develop love along the way, and maybe they'll have a happily ever after. So I think it could work.
Okay. Yes. And somebody spoke about, okay, your own if you're putting in an arranged marriage, as someone maybe that is looking forward to getting married, and then your parents or elders actually said to you, what you have to do is assess that person. But you know that it goes extreme. Sometimes some of these arranged marriages start, okay, you don't even maybe know the person yet. You're not even allowed to maybe
you're not allowed to
that
know
person.
the person.
Nothing. You just see this is the person you're going to. And you know one funny thing, if it's actually the way that I've heard people talk about it, and then people say things, it's more like maybe as the lady now, you're in the house, your mom tells you that your husband and his family are coming here, to somebody that you've never seen before there, but they're telling you your husband to be and his family are coming. What you have to do now is, okay, prepare your taking part in preparing the meal, everything, expecting them to visit, and then when they visit, you're serving him, you get to like see the person, and well, they just see, and that is it.
And that is it. It's not like they don't not even talk.
Nothing
Some
at all.
It's
really that much. And then it's later on, and your mom will ask you, what do you think about the man? And the other way, they're asking, what do you think about the woman you just saw? So it's not left for like them to actually maybe take it. If they ask me personally, if my mom set up something for me and then she asked me like, what did I think? Even if I think it's bad, I'll try to like shape it, like, because I know she has used effort now to do something. Even if I'm going to eventually refuse, I would have to like shape it in a way that maybe it's not maybe annoy her, because she has put effort into doing that right there, right? True. But then these days, it's becoming something that everyone is opting away from, that arranged marriage. Everyone wants to freestyle. Some people even say, well, I would not even, there are people who would not even do the marriage thing these days. You know how it was back then, that they have to set up something for you so that you don't end up alone. Now people are even becoming more carefree. Like, even if I don't get, what is the issue? It's not just marriage, right? So let us hear from you. What do you think about arranged marriage? How do you feel about arranged marriages today? And would you say it's still advisable today? Do you think that arranged marriages can work? Because people actually talk back, about it today. People talk about, how do you get to marry someone that you did not know, somebody that you do not grow with, somebody that you not maybe start loving before it led to marriage, like that. So let us hear from you today. What do you think about arranged marriages? Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
Call in and let us hear from you. We are talking about arranged marriages. So, Felicity, you said you were out of, you didn't even like the whole idea of arranged marriage. But do you feel like there is any good to it? Like, even though you don't like it, because there are sometimes that that maybe there's probably a good thing, to something, but then it's you personally that don't like it. And in essence, what I'm saying, like, do you feel maybe at some parts there are advantages and even disadvantages and anything like that. And you can still call in at any point in time to be part of the show. Go on.
yeah, I feel like maybe there could be advantages, but I don't really know about what the advantages could be. But I think if they actually develop love along the way, if they start loving each other, and if they love each other, is a good thing, because I don't know, but it's actually a good thing if they love each other along the way. Then it's an advantage, because
But if they don't, then it's all disadvantage, or what?
but if they are able to live together
Hello?
comfortably.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's not Sunny calling by.
All right. Welcome back to the show.
Please, I have a question.
Go on.
What is the difference between arranged marriage and if you found a woman, you bring it to your parents to access the woman? What is the difference? Because you can love a woman, if you bring it to your parents, they will say, no, I don't like this particular woman. So what is the difference between arranged marriage and such a scenario like that? Thank you.
Okay. So I guess you'll be hanging up now, or he already did. So the difference between arranged marriages and then finding a parent and then finding a woman and then bring it to your parents is that for the arranged marriage, it's your parents that are finding that woman and then bringing the woman to you and showing it to you, like, this is the person I want you to marry.
This is the person you are going
to marry. Exactly. This is the person you're going to marry. So it's your parents that are finding that woman and then bringing to you and showing you, this is the person you're going to marry. But then when it comes to, like you said, finding a woman and then showing to your parents, like you're saying, this is the person I have fallen in love with, or this is the person I have found, and I'm just showing you, like, let me also hear what you think about this woman, like how you feel, because this is the person that has actually caught my eye, right? So right there, maybe your parents will be able to give, maybe I don't really like her, or I like her, but then it still boils down to your own personal decision, because for some people, even if the parents don't like,
they are still going to
marry that person, right? So it's quite different. For the arranged marriages, it's your parents that are finding that woman. Maybe you probably have not even heard of her before, or you have seen her. It's probably your neighbor, but you weren't even thinking of her in that direction. You're just, it's my neighbor. But one day your mom says, this is the person you're going to marry, and you doing it for yourself. You are the person that is showing to your mom. It's not your mom
that is even choosing. While in an arranged marriage, you literally have no choice at all. Yes.
They just bring it to you. It's people that have strong head. And I'm sure it's from the strong head, that stubbornness that this whole arranged marriages things, it's now becoming loose. Like, it's not that strong. Okay? Everybody's knowing that, well, I cannot force him. I cannot force her. Even parents too are getting to, like, swallow it. Even if I don't, I just have to marry it because I want my son to
be happy.
I want my... Back then, they're the only ones who knows, like, they're the only people, only the elders are actually right, were actually right back then. They know it. So you were saying that you don't think there are advantages, right, when it comes to...
Not like I don't think the advantages. I don't know the possible...
You don't know.
Yes, I don't know.
So, well, if you have been part of an arranged marriage, or you view it, even if you have not gotten married yet, and you view it from a different perspective, call in and let us hear from you, because Felicity doesn't know if there is any advantage. But if you have experienced one, well, call in and let us hear from you. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
We are talking about arranged marriages today on Saturdays are for weddings. So call in and let us hear from you, or arrange a marriage, because apart from even the first caller that said that, I think someone else who called also called this arrange marriage. Hello. Yes, hello, good morning. All right, welcome to the
back.
show.
Bless you people in the house.
All right, bless you too. Go on.
Matt, you asked.
Okay, we
And
cannot hear you clearly. Maybe you have to call us back. I think it's network, but then do not give up. We really want to hear what you have to say. Number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
We are talking about arranged marriage today on Saturdays after weddings. So call in and let us hear from you. And if you want to talk about, okay, maybe advantages that you see when it comes to arranged marriages, when it's not you who does the picking yourself, you can still tell us about it. And even if you don't see any advantage and it's all disadvantages, well, let us still hear what you have to say. And some people would say something like, when it's the elders or when it's your parents that actually choose for you, then they ensure like compatibility, like even when it comes to culture, because there are some of these days, like this younger generation, to be honest, it's very hard to see someone who knows everything, maybe about their roots, what they're not supposed to interact with, maybe people that are not even supposed to marry, because some of those cultural beliefs and some of those things have to be preserved, right? Hello,
sisters in the house.
Welcome back to the show.
I am back again. Thank you for hearing me now. I want to state my own clear. Based on our brother's question. I want to start answering it by letting us know that the primary purpose, it was God that initiated marriage. The primary purpose for marriage is for companionship. So my own view, the people I know that was involved in arranging marriage, I want to tell you, it is at the ugly perspective. All of them are all in the grave now.
Oh, okay.
Because my father was a catechist and her mother was doing well in the church. So I want the relationship to continue. Marriage is totally off from what I'm saying now. No matter what anybody was trying to argue or trying to back up. It is when you don't know what you are looking for that you like mommy or daddy to do it for you.
Okay.
Even if I'm taking to president's house, I'll still say what I'm saying because it works so. But my great-grandfather brought his own wife. And by God's grace, he died at 100. Wow. My grandfather brought his own. By God's grace, he didn't get to 100 because he was marrying up to 7 wives because he was a king.
Okay.
And all of them cook in one plate. He was doing it by himself. My father is 79 as of April this year. It's just unfortunate that the wife died 2016. But they had powerful marriage. They have powerful marriage to the extent that we emulate them. I always ask God, give me a woman like my mother.
Okay.
I didn't ask, oh God, let my mother give me. It was my father that gave me. And I used to tell younger people that want to go into marriage, you don't cite a woman or a girl or a boy before you start praying. You do the prayer before you start looking for.
Okay.
Yes.
Me, this is my field though. I'm a serious marriage counselor. So you don't bring and show God. You tell God what you want, then you move in.
Okay.
So if you are using divorce to justify arranged marriage, it's totally off. It is 2/100. So it is not arranged that cost it, or the man find that cost it. Marriage is full of understanding. Then talking about love, love will grow. Love will grow. We build love and we destroy love. When you value each other, the marriage will last. When your father find or you find, but I'm in the place of me finding it.
Yourself.
Me finding it myself, because it is not easy. She will always tell you, I am just letting go because of mommy. I am just letting go because of daddy. But when she finds you, this thing will not hear it.
Yes. Okay.
And in the church, in Christendom, we don't encourage third party. You don't try it.
Okay.
When once you bring third party, it means you don't know why you're going to marriage. You don't have opinion. Thank you very much. We'll keep talking. The program is over.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show. That was the voice of Reverend Chukwuemeka, and you heard what he had to say. He is saying that sometimes, he agrees that whether with arranged marriage and even the ones that you find yourself, it's possible that it works and then it doesn't work. But what is the better way to do is to actually find a wife yourself or a husband yourself instead of allowing your parents or elders a community to actually set you up with a marriage.
There's something else he said that I actually nodded my head to. He said you do not find a wife and bring to God, you pray for God. I think something around that area. You do not find a wife and then come and show God. You pray to God to bring someone. Yes.
Okay. All right. You also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
All right, and he mentioned something too. I really would have loved to, Reverend Chukwemeka, if you still want to call back, well, maybe you consider answering this one, because he spoke about better life, expectancy. Does it mean that when you find a wife yourself, like your life expectancy is automatically better? Or because he mentioned something like that, if I'm not missing it, about the people who found a wife for themselves, his grandparents, this and that, like they were able to live longer, but the other ones that were arranged marriage, they are in the grave. But I don't want to go too much on that one, because I feel like that's based on a person's beliefs, right? That makes them to think like that. So we're talking about disadvantages and then maybe disadvantages, right? We're talking about the advantages. And you mentioned that you don't believe that there is any or you don't know.
No.
You don't know. That is the word that you use.
Yes.
So if you know of an advantage, well, you can call in and share with us. And I was talking about how I hear some people talk about, well, they are able to like know if it's your parents that, or elders, that if it's an arranged marriage, then they are able to like know the roots of different people, like cultures, like if they are compatible, if they rhyme, like even when it's religion or social background, because I believe that our parents know that more than we do. Because we these days, it's more like everyone, we don't go too far, maybe checking for some of these things. And back then, all those cultural beliefs were taken more seriously. So yes, parents are maybe able to even check more of that. And some people say, well, if you go against some of these things without actually knowing what you're supposed to cross, what you're not supposed to cross, then bad things happen. That is for people who believe things like that. So some persons will say, yes, arranged marriages because our parents know better. And even for support system, some people say if it's my parents or if it's the elders that arrange the marriage, then you know that you have a support system. Like the families will have to discuss everything. If you people were arguing about a cup, as the couple, you're arguing maybe about a plate or a cup, and it results to something you cannot handle for yourself, well, they are willing to take it, because they're the ones who chose the wife. This wife that you gave me, this wife that you gave me is acting like this, and you have to call her back to order. Or this husband that you gave me is acting like this. But that is something else that Reverend Chukwemeka mentioned. He said all these issues of it's just because of my mother, or it's just because of your mother. I am doing this. You will not hear things like that.
Or I'm letting something be.
Yes, I'm letting
it go because of your mother.
Yes, because of my mother, because they are the ones who wanted this to work out like that. And I personally believe in that too, because there's some satisfaction levels that you have knowing that someone is doing something for you, not because, well, I respect your parents. So of course you respect my parents. I mean, it's good to respect them. But why not do something for me as well? So when it comes to that particular one, I think I like that saying as well. So you also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 0808 427 5464.
That is 0808 427 5464.
This is Saturday's for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And this morning on the show, we are talking about arranged marriages. So call in and let us hear from you. Were you someone who went through an arranged marriage? How is it working out for you? What is something that you have learned from it? And even if you're not someone who did, hello?
Good day, my people.
Yes, good day to you too. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right.
Welcome back.
Yes, I want to. You said if whatever I could call, I have saved Accent Radio, and that means I'll be praying for the radio station.
Wow. Okay, thank you.
I want to tell you one thing. See, the person that arranges becomes the Lord. That is the danger.
Okay.
The person that arranges becomes the Lord. Like yesterday, my wife provoked me. 15 minutes to 1 early this morning. I have to wake her up and tell her, babe, don't try it till next time. And it ends there. She knelt down and said, I'm sorry. You will not hear it again. I will not see it again. If it was arranged, I would have called the mom. I would have called my dad. So what I'm trying to say that it leads to early grave is because your fellow human takes the upper hand. Okay, let me be practical. The one that I handled before I was posted to Benue State, the lady thought she could have used sex to pray for the man. Because the man was not agreeing. And the mother said, anything he could take to make sure you marry to him, do it. But this brother said he promised God when he was 14. I'm telling you, today they have 3 children now.
Okay.
And God is blessing the guy. As soon as they finished their wedding, the guy got visa lottery. Today they are in UK. What I'm trying to say is, they have not seen anything entrusted to God and the thing crashes.
Okay.
I've not seen. It can only crash when it is exaggeration. But when one God is involved, this guy said, I don't want. I don't. It was arranged. But the one that came and said, oh, glory be to God, brother, this is my also passion. I said, no man will touch me until I finish wedding. I want to tell you that when once both of them agree, according to the book of Matthew, Amos 3:3, 2 cannot work together except they agree. This is my people, there must be mutual agreement. The elderly one you are looking upon, they are not the one to bury, you are the one to bury them. What if they die 2 days after the wedding? So the dangers are more, I don't know how to put it. They are more enormous than what we will gain when they arrange. We were not born gone at those days they were doing it. We didn't know I know that their reason was just let this relationship continue. That's the family people for doing it before that.
Yes.
Let relationship continue. So I doing because of ego. How can I live in a duplex and my daughter is married to somebody living in one room? It doesn't take anything. It doesn't mean anything. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor. That's my area.
All right.
That favor must surely come
All
if it is marriage.
All right.
Marriage is different from boyfriend. I want us to also know that marriage is different from getting admission. You are doing medicine and surgery, 7 years you are off. You are doing law, 7 years you are off. You are doing microbiology, 5 years you are off. It is livelihood, it's lifetime something. So if any community is still practicing arranging, I need to go there and do.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much, Reverend Chukwemeka, for actively participating in the show. It's Saturdays for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And my name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Girgir.
And right now on Felicity, we have mentioned different, I think even right from the start, you mentioned some disadvantages, not getting to know that person very well.
Yes.
And then maybe finding it difficult for that love to actually develop.
Yes.
So do you want to maybe add more, before we go? Do you have more that you want to add? Since you say you don't know of advantages, it's possible that you know about disadvantages.
The love, like I said earlier, the love, it's maybe some situations the love is not there, and sometimes the other partner, because let me say they do not love each other, right? They will decide some people are cheats. They'll be like, I don't love her anyway. Some people are not even attracted to each other, so they just cheat.
And this thing of doing it because of parents, exactly. I'm just going to since my mother wants me to marry this one, and this is what I am going to do, then I can be doing whatever I like.
Yes, exactly.
I can just marry this one
and keep her
for my
aside.
mom.
Yeah, it's for my mom.
And then I'll be doing whatever I like. I understand. I totally understand that, because I've heard someone say, I've heard people make statement like that, in real life, not even on TV.
Yes.
And but I'll talk about, how many arranged marriages today are partially arranged, because back then it was more like this thing of not having a choice.
Yes.
But these days, people that are still doing it, although it's kind of rare to find people that are still doing it, but these days it's more like, they arrange it, but then you still have a choice. Like if you left them for the children, because children have become stubborn, you cannot force them.
You cannot force them
with some of these things again, for them to say, well, I'm not doing things like that, or I have assessed this person like you said, but I don't think I want to end up with him. And also there are like pre-marriage meetings, all those things, getting to know each other, not just that come and see the person you're going to marry, you have seen him like that. Maybe just encouraging, go to this person's house, relate to this person, he's a good person, things like that. So it has actually gotten better, but then we want that to me. I feel like it
To
has
you,
gotten
it
better
has
than
gotten
that
better.
blind one of just
Yes.
come and see the person.
Sometimes you not even see till the marriage or
True.
traditional marriage.
Yeah, it was
day.
much worse back
It was
then.
much worse.
And that is it for Saturdays are for weddings today. We have been talking about arranged marriages, and I've been your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, together with
Felicity Girgir.
and also coming up next at 1 p.m. is Speedy Kids, right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, keep enjoying music of your life.
We play them all. 5 decades of hits. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch